The Evil Genie. Viv had an idea. She wanted to try an experiment. So one day she put a butter over a tiny apple. I wonder if the apple will grow in the butter, she thought. I'll have to wait and see. After a long time, Biff went to see if the experiment was working. It was. In the butter was a big apple. Biff showed the butter to Nadim. When he saw the apple, he was amazed. How did you get that in there? He asked. Suddenly, the magic key began to glow. The magic took the children into another adventure. I wonder where the magic is taking us, called Kipper. The magic took them to a tiny island in the middle of the ocean. Fluffy hated magic adventures. Oh no, he groaned. We are on a bare island with only one tree in the middle. Why have we come here? Asked Biff. Maybe there's a reason why the magic has brought us here, said Nadim. But what? Moaned Kipper. There's nothing here. No, I don't like the look of this, said Biff. This is not going to be a good adventure. Help me climb the tree, said Nadim, and maybe I can see a ship going past. Biff saw a butter sticking out of the sand. It was tied to the base of the tree. How strange, thought Biff. She untied the butter and picked it up. Suddenly Nadim began to wave and shout. I can see a boat, he called, but it's a long way off. They all waved and shouted. The boat turned and came towards them. Hooray, it's coming, yelled Kipper. The boat reached the island. There was a boy sailing it. What are you doing on this tiny island? He asked. You wouldn't believe us, even if we told you, said Biff. The boy said he was rescue them, so they all climbed into the boat. I hate boats, Floppy. Biff took the butter with her. It's very heavy, he said. I wonder what's in it. The boy steered the boat away from the island. My name is Kamar, he said. I'm the son of Hassan the Explorer. Why are you all by yourself? Asked Nadim. I'm looking for my father, said Kamar. He has been missing for 4 years. Biff showed Kamar the butter she had found on the island. It's a very strange-looking butter, she said. I found it on the island. There's something heavy inside, said Kamar. Let's open it. Kamar poured the cork out of the butter. Then something terrible happened. There was a loud bang and a cloud of smoke. An evil genie shot out. There was a terrible smell like rotten eggs. Oh no! Oh, gasped Biff. What have we done? Ha! I'm free at last, shouted the genie. You'll be sorry you let me out. Why? Asked Biff. You should be thankful. Not me, cried the genie. I hate all people. But most of all, I hate the man who put me in this bottle. His name is Hassan, cried the genie, and now I'm off to deal with him. Then the genie grew very big. First I will deal with you, he said. He puffed out his cheeks and blew very hard. Help, said Kamar. He's making a storm. The wind snapped off the mast. Big waves tossed the boat up and down. Hang on, everyone, yelled Kamar. We are being blown onto a big island. Biff said this wasn't going to be a good adventure, shouted Kipper. A boat was swept onto the shore. Let's hit some rocks and turn over. There were all thrown onto the beach. Then the storm stopped. Biff and Nadine looked around. There were right. Nobody was hurt. Everyone looked on the boat. There was a big hole in the bottom. If we can't mend this hole, said Kamar, we'll be stuck on this island. Things are getting worse, thought Fluffy. There are too many flies here. Then they saw a man running towards them. He had a long black beard and long hair. It was Kamar's father, Hassan. When Kamar saw him, he shouted, "Father, is it you? I'm your son Kamar." Hassan gave Kamar a hug. Hassan told them that his ship had been wrecked on the island. "I live in a hut made out of bisa wood. I have been alone for 4 years," he said. "And I'll take you home," said Kamar. "All we have to do is mend my boat." Kamar's father showed them a big chest. It was washed up in a storm, he said. "It may be full of treasure, but I can't open it. I don't have a key." Nadine looked at the chest. "I will need a special key to open it," he said. Suddenly there was a washing sound and a terrible smell of rotting eggs. The Evil Genie appeared. His voice sounded like thunder. "Aha!" he shouted. "You trapped me in a bottle. Now I will deal with you, Hassan." Rosie hated the adventure, and he hated the genie even more. He began to bark and snarl at the genie. "Fluffy," called Biff, "don't do it." But Fluffy barked even more. "Harf!" cried the genie. "I hate dogs." The genie flew away. "Hooray!" shouted Kipper. "Good riddance to the horrid, smellier genie." Hassan looked upset. "But how did he escape?" he asked. "They put him in the water years ago." Hassan told them about the genie. "He can't hurt you himself, but he can get other things to hurt you." "Like the way he made the storm?" asked Biff. "Yes," said Hassan, "but he can only do 2 bad things a day." On the island was a mountain. On top of it lived a large bird. The genie flew up to where the bird lived. "Now I will deal with this stupid dog," he said. He used his powers on the bird. "Get the dog!" he called. The bird flew down from the mountain. He felt the cold wind from his beating wings. "Quickly," said Hassan, "get inside the hut." Fluffy was frightened of the bird. He ran away from the hut. "Fluffy, come back!" yelled Biff. The bird swooped onto the beach. It picked Fluffy in its claws. Biff, Nadim, and Kipper ran out of the hut, but the bird flew off with Fluffy. "Fluffy!" yelled Kipper. "This is terrible," said Kipper. "We'll have to rescue Fluffy." "This must be because of the genie," said Nadim. "We'll have to get him back into the bottle." "There must be a way to do it," said Biff. "If only we knew what it was." Suddenly the magic key began to glow. "Oh, stop!" called Nadim. "We can't go now. We haven't rescued Fluffy." The magic began to take them home. "Don't glow, magic key!" cried Biff. "We can't leave Fluffy behind." The magic took the children home. "What can we do about Fluffy?" asked Kipper. "We can't leave him stuck in an adventure." "Can we make the key take us back?" asked Nadim. "How?" asked Biff. "We can never make it glow. It only glows when it wants to." Just then Mom came into Biff's room. "It's time for "Time to go home," she said. "And it's time for Kipper's bath." Kipper didn't want a bath, and Nadim didn't want to go home. He wanted to go back into the adventure. "What's up, Biff?" asked Chip. "You look upset." Biff told Chip about Fluffy. "We must go back and rescue him," said Chip. "We got to find a way to get the genie back into the water. If only the magic key would glow," said Biff.